what's up, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is a True Crime Thursday video. This one has been long awaited, I know, and you know what, I recorded one that I was supposed to post last Thursday, but it was mad long, and I don't know if I don't think I'm at that YouTube level yet where I can be posting videos that are 29 minutes long. And I try to cut it down, but if I cut it, it was 33 minutes at first and I cut it down to 29. If I cut it down anymore, information would have been missing and y'all would have been confused. So I decided to film this one in place of that one. And then when I get to the YouTube level where I can be posting long videos, I'm gonna post that one. It's in the drafts. So anyways, this video, as you can already tell by the title, is the story of the Zodiac killer, and this video is gonna be mad short because we have limited information on this here man. Now, before we get into the video, I would like to make an announcement. Your girl is a business owner, baby. Period. Okay, nah, for real. I launched my business officially on Sunday at 6 p.m. It's called T.O. Collections on Instagram. I launched the lip glosses at first. I launched the first 3 lip gloss lines, and I have them in my hand right here, actually. So this one is called Bliss. Okay, you'll see. This is called Bliss. This is called Persuasion, and this one is Purple Hibiscus, and I'm actually wearing Purple Hibiscus right now. Get into it. Okay, Anyway, I just want to come on here and introduce the entire world to my business. I want to thank God for this idea and the strength and the finances to start this business. I want to thank my wonderful friends and family and everybody who has shown me support. I just feel so loved. Like, I thank you. And if you placed an order, all right, just a little heads up, if you see me looking over here, it's because that's where all my notes are. I don't know how all these other like true crime YouTubers, I don't know if they like memorize their information and stuff or what they do, but I just write mine down. So if you see me looking over here, it's because this is where all my information is. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Zodiac killer. And actually, there is no background to the Zodiac killer because this is a cold case. We have no idea who this man is. We don't know where he lives. We don't know where he's from. We don't know anything. And he stopped killing, so there's no more evidence there's no new evidence to try to determine who he is. But it has been confirmed that he killed up to 5 people in the San Francisco Bay Area in the late 1960s. However, he claims he killed 37 plus people, but we don't really know because we don't have anything. I'm just gonna give you guys a little insight into his MO. He killed most of his victims in Lover's Lane. Most of the victims he killed were couples. He killed couples in remote locations, and then he taunted the police with cryptic letters to the police and to the press. He sent them letters, he sent them ciphers, and you know, he just loved the attention he was getting from the media, and he basically was just doing whatever he wanted. Okay, so the first murders that he committed were of 17-year-old David Faraday and his 16-year-old girlfriend, Betty Lou Jensen. They were shot to death near their car in a remote spot near Lake Herman Road on the outskirts of Vallejo, California. These murders left police baffled because they had no motive, they had no suspects, and there was really nothing at the crime scene for them to be able to determine who killed them, why they killed them, if it was just like it's like just random or if they knew the victim. They had no leads or anything like that. The next murders were in the early morning of July 5th of 1969. Darlene Farron, who was 22, and her 19-year-old boyfriend, Mac Magoo. We're going to go with Magoo. Yeah. They were sitting in a parked car in a similarly remote location in Vallejo, California, when they were approached by a man with a flashlight. The man fired multiple shots at them, killing Farron and seriously injuring Magoo. So Farron died and Magoo was just seriously injured. Within the hour of the incident, a man called the police department, the Vallejo PD, giving them the location of the crime scene, and then he also claimed responsibility for the first 2 murders, in which he stated, "I also killed those kids last year," referring to Faraday and Jensen. The next murder was on the evening of September 27th, 1969, and he approached a young couple, Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell, as they relaxed in an isolated part of the shore of Lake Berryessa. They were having a picnic. He was wearing a hood bearing a circle cross symbol. He tied them up before brutally stabbing them to death. And then he scrawled a message for the police on their door. He then called the police and claimed responsibility and told them where the location was. And when emergency services arrived, they were both alive. However, Shepard, she succumbed to her wounds. 2 weeks later, on October 11th, 1969, the Zodiac killer killed a 29-year-old taxi driver called Paul Stein. He was in the San Francisco Presidio Heights neighborhood, and he got into the taxi cab and just shot him in the back of his head. At first, this was deemed a robbery because it just didn't match his MO at all, and there were witnesses, and it wasn't remote. It was very crowded, until he sent a letter to the San Francisco Chronicle claiming responsibility for it. The witnesses of the murder described the murderer as a 25 to 30-year-old man wearing glasses and sporting a crew cut. The police, who initially assumed it was a robbery, spotted a man matching that description, but a dispatcher had told them that the suspect was black. So they allowed the man to leave, and then the Zodiac killer was never caught. At least 5 murders have been linked to the Zodiac. At least 5 more murders have been linked to the Zodiac killer, including the 1963 shooting of Robert Domingos and Linda Edwards near Santa Barbara, California, and the 1966 stabbing death of college student Sherry Jo Bates in Riverside, California. With descriptions from witnesses who had seen a man leaving the scene of Paul Stein's 1969 murder, the police was able to create a composite sketch and put it out to the press and the media and the newspapers and all that stuff. However, despite the evidence and the witnesses, they were never able to determine who the Zodiac killer was or where he was or get into his cryptic letters. Okay, so after his July 1969 attack, the Zodiac killer began to contact the newspapers via letters that included details that only the killer would know. And then in addition to calling the police after the murders he committed in July, he made a phone call confession to law enforcement in September. The Zodiac killer took responsibility for Stein's murder in a letter postmarked October 13th, 1969, enclosing a piece of the driver's bloodied shirt in the letter. He also reached the police by phone several days following the crime. And then in a letter that the San Francisco Examiner received on August 4th, 1969, he wrote, and I'm going to quote, "This is the Zodiac speaking." And then this is when he named himself, and this is when he got the name, the Zodiac Killer. You feel what I'm saying? His messages often include the same crossed hair symbol that was on the hoodie when he killed the September 1969 people. He enjoyed the publicity he received. Like I said in the beginning, he really enjoyed it. Like, he loved it. Like, he basically lived for it. He was getting so much fame from this, and he took steps to ensure that people knew who he was, and his messages were widely received and shared. And he even threatened to go on a kill rampage unless a cipher was printed in the San Francisco Chronicle, then issuing a separate threat to have a cipher published in the San Francisco Examiner. In a letter postmarked November 9th, 1969, he taunted the police, the media, and everyone pursuing him, saying, "The police shall never catch me because I have been too clever for them." Basically saying that he's too smart for the police and they never gonna catch him. Which, because they still ain't caught him. So, you feel what I'm saying? The Zodiac killer sent 4 coded messages, and only 1 out of the 4 has been able to be solved. It was solved by a married couple, and they solved the first one out of all 4, and it said, "I like killing people because it is so much fun." And then none of the other 3 have been able to be solved. And he even said that in one of the ciphers, he revealed who he was, his identity and all that stuff, but nobody's been able to catch him, so I don't know. Well, just some theories and suspects. Some people believe that he was the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, or convicted murderer Charles Manson, or that he moved to Scotland and committed more murders there before finding happiness and giving up his evil ways. And that's just all that we have on the Zodiac killer, even to this day. I don't know if police is still looking into it. I think they are, because this guy's crazy. But that's all we have for now. We don't really have much information, and I actually hope we catch this guy, just so I can see the look on his face when like police actually catch him, because he thinks he's so smart. But anyway, that's all we have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's so short, but we literally have little to no information on who this guy is. So that's why this video is so short, because I've given you all the information that we know. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. They'll be in the description box below, including CO Collections, and make sure you place an order. I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo!